Hello and welcome to another episode of Wargaming Historian. I'd like to apologize as a beginning because it's been a while since since I made my first video and I've been busy. I'm sorry. I did not plan to be this busy, but first I had a vacation and then I had quite a lot of work when I got back from my vacation, and then I got ill. And you might actually still be able to hear it a bit in my voice, but we'll see if we can power through. Today I don't have an update for you on my Normans, my big 1066 project. I'm still working on them and I've been painting the last couple of riders, about 30 or 40 or so riders. I'm finishing them, but they're getting close. But today we're going to look at something different, because while I've been away, I've been taking part in this Flames of War tournament, and I have some footage from that tournament. There's also a number of other games, but Flames of War was the only historical war game that was being played, and I'm editing that footage from that tournament, and I'll be bringing it to you sometime in the future. I'm not sure when. I'll try to get the times. I have a little bit of work to do first, and then But over the last 2 days, some more Flames of War stuff has arrived, because I'm going to another tournament in the end of October, and it's a special kind of tournament where we will be playing the Battle of the Bulge, and I don't really play Americans, which I haven't played Americans before much, a tiny bit. But for this event, I have to play as the 101st Airborne. So I needed some more troops. Actually, I only needed some artillery, and that's what I got here. Some artillery for my airborne, and I haven't opened this yet. We're going to do that later, but so I got this, and while I was at it, I thought, let's get some jeeps as well, and the Battle of the Bulge cards, unit cards as well, and some tank destroyers as well, and some airplanes. And I'm sorry about the lighting here, but it's a bit late. And yeah, and then we got this one as well. So I'll be making Americans, I guess, at some point. I'll be preparing a few of these units for the tournament, but well, there's quite a lot of stuff here, and I think I'll be doing some unboxing videos for some of these. So it's difficult for me not to open them yet, but I'm keeping them, and I'm keeping them on sort of tucked away, and I'll be opening them very soon because I need to get painting, because I have about a month or so to finish the stuff that I need to have ready for the tournament. And while I was at it, I also got a little bit for my Germans, some Stukas, and then I got the thing that I actually want to take a look at today, because I also got this, the Tobruk starter set with British and Italian troops. And I've never played mid-war Flames of War. I've only played late war. Never played mid-war. And I really want to get into it. And I had, last year, about a year ago, I got my hands on a lot of Indian troops, the old metal Indian troops from the Battlefront. And I love them. I love these miniatures. They're really great, but I haven't had a chance to paint them up because I didn't really have a army project for them yet. And I thought, why not use the British tanks from this set with my Indians? And so I'm looking forward to opening this. I think we're gonna cut it open and see what's inside. I'll take my little hobby knife here. Cut it open. And then go back here. And let's see what we have inside. That's a lot of sprues. And, ooh. First thing that actually surprises me a bit. The dies. I did not expect that for some reason, I don't know why. And it even has this special Italian dice, and I assume that is because of the Italian special rule. I can't remember the name of it now, but the special rule where some of your units, or all of your units maybe, get a chance to get better stats before the battle. You basically have to roll this die. That's interesting. Okay, so what do we have? We have first a few bases. That's for the Italian 88s, which we also have crews for here, as well as crews for different units. Take them up here to see if we can see them. Actually, just take them out of the package. Yeah, and oh, there's one of them was a loose guy. And I'll just put this aside so we can see them better. And they are the Battlefront resin. I'm not a huge fan of this resin. It's not the worst resin that's exists, but it's not good either. I don't know if you can get a clear photo of it. Well, and there are also some crews for Italian tanks here. Well, I'm not sure yet what to do with the Italians in this set. Actually, I like them. I like to make an Italian army at some point, but I don't know when. At some point, maybe. And here are the sprues for the two 88s. They come with the gun shield, but the Italian versions didn't use the gun shields as far as I remember. I have built quite a lot of these in the past. Gonna put them aside, and let's see. I think we'll continue with some more Italian stuff here. There's quite a lot of sprues here. And these are all the same sprues. And that's because these can all be built as either, and I can't remember, it's a Simoventa, or as the I have to look this up. That's a bit. Actually, take a look on the back side of this box. They can be built as the Simovente or the M14/41. And the box set comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these sprues. So that's possibly 5 of each. And then that's for the Italians. That's what's in the box for the Italians, but we also have British stuff. And this sprue especially, the Crusader sprue, and it gives you the option to build both versions of the Crusader. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of them. That's enough to build 2 squads of 3. Might need to get more of these. For my project, but it's a beginning, and it's a really cheap set actually. It's a really good starter kit for the mid-war stuff. And what else do we have in regards to tanks? Well, we have 3 Shermans, and that's with the wet stowage. 3 of these Shermans for the Brits, really nice. And then we have, and I've built these, a few of these a long time ago for our local gaming club, but I've never had any of my own. The M3 Lee, and I'm really looking forward to painting up these. It's just a magnificent tank. Well, it wasn't, but I think it looks magnificent. I'm really looking forward to building these. And well, we can just take a look at this brew, and you can see this can be built actually either as the British version or the American version. Now I might have actually pointed to the wrong version there, but you can build it as either version, either the British or the American. I'm of course going to build them as the British. And we also get some British crews. That's a standard British cruise brew. Oh, let's see. Yeah, here we go. I don't know if your camera can catch it. I hope so. That's just a standard sprue. And of course, there are instructions how to put them together, and Battlefront are really good with these instructions. If you somehow throw this away, you can just go to their homepage. They will have everything. Then of course, as it is a beginner set, you also get a tiny rulebook. Really good. It's quite handy for if you're going to tournaments or just going down to the club. And I bought so many of these these starter armies where you get them in the starter sets, and so I've been giving these away to anyone who has a slight interest in picking up the game, playing it, because these ones, even though they're just A5 size, they have all the rules. It's a complete rule book. It's just smaller. Then of course we also have a sort of quick start rulebook. I'm not gonna use this, but it's, if you're a new player, you have basically what you need to start playing here, without having to look into the major rulebook yet. It can be a bit daunting. And then we have 2 sets of unit cards, and I'll have to. I can't actually remember. I think I might have already bought these for the Brits, but let's take a look at them. I might have to use the knife here. There we go. And let's see. There's the force diagrams, and then you have the Grant. I think I said the Lee. That's the Lee was the American name for the tank before. In the British called him the Grant. And we have the Crusaders. It's HQ card. I'm actually not sure if I'm allowed to show all these on camera. Well, I'm just gonna do it. I have the Crusader 2 squadrons and troops. We have the Crusader 2 and 3 troops, and a Sherman troop. And then we have for the Italians, let's put these aside. For the Italians, we of course have the force diagram again, movement orders, and the M1441 company HQ and the ordinary troop tank platoon. And then we have the Semovente and the 88. And from what I can see, the special rule applies to all of them. With the one where we needed the dice from earlier. This little green dice here. I haven't looked into the Italians at all, but I kind of like these Italian tanks. And we have this special dice here, where you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting better units each turn. You have, as far as I understand, you have to roll for each unit in your army. So, and then we have, I assume, I'm not sure which one is supposed. I assume these are supposed to be the British dice and these are supposed to be the Italians, but probably not going to be using these much. But yeah, this is not a project that I'm going to be beginning anytime soon, but I thought I might want to show you this little box here, and when I get around to it, I'll of course be updating you, but I kind of got carried away when I was ordering the few units I needed for the Americans, but well, that's how it goes. So I will be updating you with some video from the tournaments I've been to, the last tournament I've been to, and hopefully I'll be recording some video from the Battle of the Box tournament. I'll be going to later next month, which is going to be a really interesting tournament, because it's, first of all, we're going to be quite a few experienced players. There's going to be a good number of players from the Danish national team, and I'm probably going to get my ass handed to me, because I'm really not a good player when it comes to Flames of War. But, well, as long as you have fun, right? So I'll keep you updated on that one, and I'll get back to the Normans soon. Painting up the last couple of Norman cavalry right now. Then I just need to finish some shields for them, and then I have about 300 or so Saxons ready, and I have on the way quite a lot of bases and movement trays for my 1066 project. They're on the way from Spain, will hopefully arrive sometime next week, and then I can really start work on the Saxons when they arrive. I think that's all for now. See you, folks.